The blue shell is useless. It is not only the most overrated item in gaming history, it's not even good. 99% of the time, the player who uses the blue shell sees no meaningful gains for using the blue shell. In theory, you think it's a great item, but it is truly the worst item in Mario Kart you can possibly get. Especially nowadays. Look at the current Mario Kart game, for example. Every single item in this game is more useful for the user than the blue shell. Banana, it can at least protect you from oncoming attacks. It's definitely better than the blue shell. Feather, you can jump over enemy attacks and take shortcuts with the feather. It clearly outclasses the blue shell. The coin? Even the coin. The coin is better than the blue shell. At least the coin helps increase your speed. When you get a blue shell, you are in a place so far from first place. Then you throw the blue shell, and the blue shell pretty much just says, fuck you, and races up to the racer who's so far ahead of you, it doesn't even matter. And now you're left with no protection in the middle of the pack, and we all know how bad it is to be in the middle of a pack in Mario with no protection. Oh God! Some of you may not be picking up what I'm putting down, so let me try and explain it to you in a new light. Think of the blue shell as a rich man's item. It's shiny, bright. It's got some nice wings on it too. It looks pretty flashy. It also is very powerful and can blow up the person in first place. This sounds like, for all intents and purposes, a great item. But you don't get the rich man's item when you're rich, in second or third place, vying for that top spot to win the race. You just don't see it up there. When do you get the rich man's item? When you're poor. You get the rich man's item in like 18th place. You're just trying to stay above water. So now you have this rich man's item as you're literally drowning back in the placement of Mario Kart. You really have nowhere to go. What are you gonna do with this item? You can't use this rich man's item as a poor person and see any meaningful gains. How will this help you? What the heck am I as a poor man supposed to do with a yacht? I don't even live close to water. Imagine you gave a broke man, the brokest man on the planet. You gave him a get out of jail free card. You gave him an item so that he can move up in life. You give him a blue shell, and what does this blue shell do? It can go and arrest the richest man on the planet. How the fuck does arresting the richest man on the planet help a broke person? Seriously, I'm listening. I'll wait comments so somebody can tell me exactly how the blue shell is gonna help somebody who's in fucking 17th place throwing the blue shell, doesn't even see the explosion go off because the person in first place is just so goddamn ahead of everybody else, and now you're still in that dog water spot. The fuck do I care about what's happening to the person in first place? I would kill for 3 mushrooms in a situation like this. But no, all I have is a game-changing item for the people in first, second, third, and fourth. I'm throwing this blue shell from like 19th place. The person in first is suffering, and then the people in second, third, and fourth are happy. What about me? I'm the one in 19th place using the item. Not only does it not matter to me what's going up in first place, but that rich bastard in first place may just have a get out of jail free card, or, like a boombox in this, case. So nobody even gets hurt. I just sent the FBI at the richest person on the planet in first place, and he said, well, I didn't do it. So they left. Nice, man. That really helped a lot. That was really helpful to me in 20th place, getting my ass blasted by some tchotchke who won't stop throwing red shells backwards. The blue shell doesn't even go after the person in first place half the time. It sets its sights on someone, and if that person so happens to fall back a spot in the second place, sometimes it doesn't even give a shit. It doesn't change its course. Nah, it's going for the homie in second place. Who cares about the person racing away with a golden mushroom, just hammering that bad boy, flying through the race, going through all the shortcuts? Nah, we gotta get that sad sap who just fell into second place. We gotta nuke him back into 15th place. I swear to you guys, the blue shell, such a great item, man. It's really just so good. I'm glad it doesn't even fucking work most of the time. This is the worst item in the game. It's straight up useless. There's not a single other Mario Kart item I wouldn't rather have than a blue shell if I was trying to make meaningful gains in an actual Mario Kart race. What's funny is the blue shell has also always been like this. It has never been able to help you when you're far back. It's just that now in Mario Kart, you could be even further back than you've ever been before. You could be in 24th. There was never 24 places in Mario Kart. If you're in 24th, you get a blue shell. That's goddamn useless. They didn't do anything to change the blue shell to make it better. If anything, the explosion lasts less, and you still have the horn. You could also still boost through it, so even without a horn, someone can escape it. Who thought it's okay for the blue shell to be boosted out of, by the way? Like, what? Why can someone use a mushroom and boost through my blue shell? Why? Why? What dev saw this exploit in a Mario Kart game previously and decided, yeah, let's bring that back for a newer game. Let's bring that exploit back. What? The blue shell is already not good. The explosion timer is not that long. The person using it also gets no meaningful gain. There's already an item to counter the blue shell. They literally made an item to counter the blue shell, people. Why would they create the horn? Can someone explain the point of the horn to me if they were just going to allow people to boost out of the blue shell? I just want to get a better understanding. I know it gets rid of every single item behind it, but clearly it was made for the blue shell. Clearly, it was literally created to stop the automatic heat-seeking missile that was going to be sent up after first place, quote unquote. So they created the horn so you had some way around it. So why on earth can somebody boost through it with a basic-ass mushroom? You can even boost through it off of a drift. Who thought this was okay? In theory, you could actually eat a fucking burger and boost through the explosion of a blue shell. I guess the burger's invincible or something, man. God, the blue shell is just so bad. I don't know what else I expected from a game dev who designed an entirely new axis to drive on. They designed an entirely new way to race in this decades-old franchise, and it takes Lord knows how much training to actually master this new way to race, this new axis you'll be driving on, and it's fucking slower than the regular way you race. Oh my goodness, these guys. What's going on? But on top of that, it's not like they changed it so that like when you're in 10th place, if you have the blue shell, you could hold it behind you for protection. No, they didn't do that. Why would they add that? That could be helpful. It can make the blue shell useful for something. At least give it a little bit of work to it, you know, a little bit of utility. Nah, we're not gonna do that. What if you're in first place and you get a blue shell? This is the rich man's item. How come when I'm the richest man on the planet and I have a blue shell, it still sucks? It still sucks. It's literally only useful to the person in second or third, and God forbid they throw it and then immediately get braked on so that they're the person who's getting hit with the blue shell. Oh my God, this item is trash. I also don't want to hear a single person watching this video to comment down below, well, the blue shell hits people on its way to first place. Just don't drive down the middle of the road like a fucking asshole when you see the blue shell indicator on your screen. Like, it's literally that simple. The blue shell's ass. There's no way around it.